right, so first of all, I must show off the instrument that I'm going to...
Hold on. Go.
I must first show off the instrument I'm going to be using.
Wow, ooh.
This was made by Dylan, designed and everything. He did everything by hand and all those things. And this is some really cool hinge thing. It's hard to see, but anyway, I'm going to be using this lovely little ukulele for yet another song that might be 4 days older than the last song I sang. I think I did this first. This was a prolific month. I actually completed 4 songs and I have my 5th half done. And so sometimes, you know, I don't know. And of course it's just as ratty, irreverent as the rest of my shit. So here we go. It was a Saturday morning and I was doing my chores, blasting rock on iHeartRadio 94. I was popping gummies, sipping rum and mopping the floor, when from out of the blue came a knock at my door. I surely wasn't expecting any company, so I tiptoed to the door to take a peep. I put my eye to the peephole, and what did I see but 2 young men in black looking back at me. Holy shit, I thought to myself in grave dismay, who the hell has come to ruin my Saturday? All these MIBs at FBI or CIA, but their bikes in my driveway were a dead giveaway. Their bikes in my driveway were a dead giveaway. They were 2 holy rollers come to save my soul from alcohol and pot and rock and roll. They were taking their ministry from door to door to promise eternal life to those of us for whom the bell tolls. I got myself 3 choices, I thought with a grin. I could hide, shoo 'em away, or let 'em in. It might be fun to give 'em a taste of their own medicine and introduce 'em to some drugs and booze and rock and roll sin. Well, what did I do? Well, hell yeah, I opened the door and smiled real brightly. Good morning, ma'am, one of them said so politely. We're here to share some good news that we don't take lightly, about how to ensure your spirit's pure and so uptightly. Your spirit must be pure and so uptightly. They were 2 holy rollers come to save my soul from alcohol and pop and rock and roll. They were taking their ministry from door to door to promise eternal life to those of us for whom the bell tolls. Well, I invited them in to take a seat. One said, here's a pamphlet that you really need to read. We must be vigilant against our desire for dark deeds. The watcher on the tower must never weary indeed. I got your watchtower right here, boys, I sang out with glee. Then pumped up the volume on good old Jimmy. I brought out my big bong and I loaded it with weed. Then lit it up and said, boys, take a toke on me. Have a rum and coke and a little smoke with me. But they were 2 holy rollers come to save my soul from alcohol and pot and rock and roll. They were taking their ministry from door to door to promise eternal life to those of us for whom the bell tolls. Well, both of those poor boys' eyes got so big and wide, one of them even kind of started to cry. They grabbed up their pamphlets and scrambled outside so damn quickly I didn't get to bid 'em goodbye. Oh, I still laugh every time I think about that day when those 2 poor boys in black got so damn blown away. I wonder if they now think twice about knocking on doors that might hide another boozy rockin' chick doing chores. that might hide another boozy, rockin' chick to join. But they're two holy rollers out to save our souls from alcohol and pot and rock and roll. They're still taking their ministry from door to door to promise eternal life. But I don't hear no bell tolling. You holy rollers, you can't have my soul. It already belongs to rock and roll. You can take your ministry to another door. I found eternal life.